Hi, Mark Morris back in the studios, and the program is called Along the Rock. We talk about all things related to and along the Rock River. My guest today, Dallas Knack from the Sauk Valley Area Chamber of Commerce. We were talking before airtime, and if you will, and you mentioned that the chamber is actually kind of a regional thing now.
Yes, the Sauk Valley Area Chamber is definitely a regional approach to chambers. We have members, yes, in Sterling where we are located and in Rock Falls and Dixon, but we go beyond that as well, up to the Wisconsin border, the Iowa border. So we definitely have a regional approach to the chamber, and we collaborate really well with our fellow chambers in the area as well, with Rock Falls, with Dixon, Morrison, Oregon, of course. So we're very lucky in that regards, but we cover quite a bit of ground.
Yeah. Okay. I understand you had a seminar yesterday. The timing, is good. Who was it, and what did they have to? What knowledge did they have to share?
Yesterday we did a lunch and learn for the Professional Women's Network. It was presented by Michelle French, who you might remember from Smoked on 3rd that used to be in Sterling. Unfortunately, it isn't anymore. However, you can still find her in Dixon at Little Smoked. She has a wide variety of experience in her past. She used to do a lot of presentations and public speaking, and so we had her come in and talk about goal setting, staying motivated, and keeping positive in the workplace and in your daily life as well.
Okay. So she does that exclusively now, or?
She still is running Little Smoke.
Oh, she is?
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll find
I
her
didn't
there.
realize that.
Oh yeah.
Depot Avenue, by the way.
Yeah, it's great if you haven't been. But you'll find her sometimes even cooking in the back and taking orders. She just runs that place. She does a fantastic job of it, but she is getting more into doing more presentations again like she used to do in the past. And so we were very excited for her to dip her toe back in with us at the Sauk Valley Area Chamber for our Professional Women's Network.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've been around for actually quite a while. Not so much as director, but before that as, I guess, assistant director.
Yeah. Well, so I handled all of the marketing for the chamber for almost 7 years. I was in a part-time capacity while I was working full-time at Sauk Valley Community College. So now I'm excited to be full-time at the chamber as the new director. Chris Noble has stepped away to work at a national level with the CEO program, so a face that everyone has been very familiar with for the past decade. She's still local, don't worry, she's not going anywhere, and thankfully she has agreed to stay on throughout the transition. So I've been in the role for about a month now, and I'm very excited to be there full-time, have my full attention on the chamber.
All right. Chambers have changed, haven't they? And you kind of painted a picture before we started recording here about, a bunch of older people sitting around drinking coffee and talking about the old days. But
Yeah.
Newer chambers have newer goals, newer missions, and newer information.
Well, yeah, I think there was a common misconception a long time ago about what a chamber was. And maybe that is still the case. We have a saying in the chamber world of when you see one chamber, you've only seen one chamber. We're all very different. So the Sauk Valley Area Chamber, we're not super event heavy. We do more of workforce development. We hear a lot from our employers and our members that we need help with workforce development. We need help getting students acclimated with soft skills, as well as training and credentials. We do a lot with that. We do a lot with advocacy on behalf of our members, advocating and working closely with some of our local elected officials, locally, state level, on some issues that pertain to small business owners in general. So we try to do a lot more of that side of things.
Lobbying, in other words.
We do what we can, yeah. We work really hard to make sure that our members' voices are heard, whatever their issues are. I like to say that we're a connector. If they want a resource, they need a resource, they want a connection, that's what we do. We help them find those resources, and we connect them with the people that can help them with whatever that need that might be. As
you indicated earlier, the chamber is much wider ranging now, at least the Sauk Valley Area Chamber. Does it seem like to you, and maybe you have the numbers, I don't know, that more and more women are in charge of local businesses now than used to be?
I do think that there is a trend in that. I don't have actual numbers or research on it, but I can see locally and I can see the individuals that are part of our chamber and coming to our chamber events that there is more of a women-heavy focus on it, and that is part of why we put on some of these seminars. Keep in mind, it is called the Professional Women's Network, but it is open to everyone, and the topics are relevant to everyone. We just see a larger turnout for women for a lot of our events.
Mm-hmm. I guess much like the League of Women Voters, which I always thought when I was younger that it was all women, but it's really not. County clerks, of course, are right at the forefront of that because they, in Illinois at least, they run the elections. So, that's one example, one exception to the rule. We're talking with Dallas Knack from the Sauk Valley Area Chamber of Commerce. If I wanted to join, and I say I because I'm talking about me as an individual, our business here, the Radar Free Press is a member of the Sauk Valley Area Chamber already. You want to make that clear. What do you need to do to join? Do you have to register as a member and pay a fee, or what's the process?
Yep, that's exactly how you do it. You give me a call or you go onto our website. We will send you more information about what that entails, and there is a fee to join based on the number of employees you have or if you're a nonprofit organization. But keep in mind when that information comes to you, when I send you a packet or we sit down and we chat, that there's so much more to chamber membership. A lot of people sign up because they say, I don't really know what the chamber is, but I know I need to be a part of it. But there's things like our committees. We have a bunch of different committees. If there's something that you are passionate about, we will get you plugged into the right area. Whether that's agribusiness, whether that is our Hispanic Business Leaders Committee, whatever that looks like, we have a lot of opportunity for that. If you say, I want to support local students, I want to get involved in workforce development, we have opportunities for that. We have opportunities for a business or as an individual. And keep in mind too, for example, for the Radar, just because the company is a member, that means every person who works here is also a member. You can take full advantage of all of the opportunities we have to offer, whether that's coming to our monthly business after hours, coming and playing golf with us to help us raise funds for scholarships, whatever that looks like, all employees are invited to attend.
Okay, so you try to be as inclusive as possible.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for. We're here to make the community better.
Workforce development has got to be a tough one these days, and I guess I say that because you see not as much as a year or two ago, but you see a lot of help wanted signs. But I keep hearing that there are people out there, but not necessarily with the skills that are needed for many of the jobs. You mentioned soft skills. But other people have told me that the numbers are out there, but frankly, people who are wanting jobs, some of them, a lot of them, are not passing the drug and alcohol tests.
That's not something I can help with. I can help with the soft skills side of things.
Right.
I can help tell them to make sure that they show up on time for their interview, or they don't wear pajama pants to their interview. Things like that.
You have advice.
Yes, and it's something that we do at the chamber. We have a certificate of employability. So we go into high school classrooms. It's a 6-week program that we partner with some of our members, and they go in and they help teach the students those things. We have Sauk Valley Bank who comes in and they talk about their philosophies and how to build teamwork, and they do some activities with the students. We have a lot of really great supporters for that program that go in. Unfortunately, we can't help with some of the other issues, but we do what we can with what we can.
Sure. We've been talking with Dallas Knack, the director of the Sauk Valley Chamber of Commerce, a wide-ranging organization. Are you in charge of the whole territory?
I am the executive director for the chamber, yes.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Good information that's good for business people and maybe just business people wannabes, if you will, who might like to join sometime in the future.
We are happy to know. Yeah, we're happy to have anyone who is interested in becoming a part of the chamber.
All right, thank you. You've been watching Along the Rock. My name is Mark Morris, and I hope you can join us next time as we have a different guest right here. Thanks.